purpose, you want something in return, you want something in consideration. But in the mode of goodness, you will feel satisfied from here. If you're doing any work now, you will be satisfied because you will be doing selfless. You know that you are here to perform your karmas, to do your deeds. But how you can perform your deeds? By surrendering everything to the Lord. Now, if you have, I'll summarize these three modes. These three modes, I'll say that as per Bhagavad Gita, we can learn that in the mode of goodness, one, you will become happy, you will become vegetarian, you will work to save the environment, you will have a holistic living, a good one, simple, calm, satisfied, the thing we want. Means this is the thing we want, satisfaction. In the mode of passion, you are not satisfied with what you have acquired. You are not satisfied the position you have, you already acquired. You will elevate it to more and more for the sense of enjoyment. And in ignorance, just are in the sense of lazy, mad, illusions, going into the darkness. So one should live living by staying more in the contact of goodness, because in the mode of goodness you will see the things as they are. Just try to come once out of it, you will really have a different perspective. This is my experience, I'm sharing seriously. You could say, even when I was having this topic, I could seriously say this, that when you will understand that, when you will understand these deep concepts, that yes, what we were doing till now, you can evaluate yourself by your own, that yeah, I was doing this. Oh, now suppose if you have any desire, you want this, now will immediately it will stuck into your mind, yeah, yes, I'm staying in the passion mood. Just come out of it, let's go into the goodness, surrender it, surrender everything to God. This is how you're gonna realize. So evaluate all these 3 points. Now, few people will say that whenever we act, our actions happen under these three modes. I have what I have said today, that sometimes we don't want to do the things, but we still do them, and then we repent over them, and we think that we don't have a choice over there. It is happen. It will happen automatically. It's desired. Now you will say that it's because of this we are under the condition of these three modes. That's why it's happening. So now the question arises is, here is, if we, when we act and our actions here are again from the past karma, then where is my free will? Where is I am making the decision? I'm question arises here is that, okay, these are the three modes. My body, my soul will come into the contact of the nature, then it will be conditioned to these three modes. Then what is my mistake? Where is my choice? Where is my free will? What I will do? Now the thing is, now let us consider these three modes as triplet. Means they are which multiplies. For example, like the primary colors. The primary colors, when mixed with other, because these are primary colors, they multiply and they give us so many colors. We can have a large number of colors from these three primary colors. Similarly, these three modes give us the wide variety of combinations. It gives us a wide varieties combination through which we have the choices. Now when we act under these three modes, then when we act under these three modes, then it is not that we have to act under a particular mode. Basically, these three modes give us the choices, the gambit of choices. But which choice to be picked, which specific choice, is not determined under these three modes. This is what we have. This is the liberation we are given. For example, you are having your exam and it's a multiple choice question there. There's a multiple choice question exam, right? Now, suppose the question is, what is the capital of India? Delhi, right? But in the options, Delhi is not written there. By due to any typing mistake, Delhi is not there. Now, the choices which are there in the question, that the gambit of choices are provided by the examiner. But which choice I will pick, that is with me. That freedom is with me. That capacity is with me. Maybe I could make another option stating none of these if the option is not fair. So, what is here is the mode determines the gambit, the scope of the choices, but selecting a particular, a specific choice, it is under my free will. The capacity to choose always remains with us. Now, even if I'll say, even in the compulsion, if there is any compulsory thing, still we have a choice. For example, you are a tea addictive, right? And now, first of all, you limit your choice, right? Now, when we choose, now we the compulsion increases or decreases. Suppose there is no choice, you will have an open choice, you want tea, coffee, anything. But now you are a tea addictive, you want tea and you only want tea. Now in tea, you still have choices which type of tea you want. So in this compulsion, although it was compulsion to have tea, but still you got the choices which tea you want. So mode determines the scope, but the specific choices with us. So whatever actions come out of the past karmas, again, it may determine the external circumstances, or it may also determine internal inclinations. But the behavior we need to put is with us. The freedom to have the behavior, the capacity, the freedom is something that is still with us. The God here, everything is going on under his will, right? So the God here sanctions, but he don't force. He is the overseer of parameter, but he is not the compeller of everything. What does it mean? That suppose in Mahabharata also, in Lord Krishna, what does it do? He sanctions, he allowed few of the choices to other people to as to pay respect to your choices, to the freedom you have for the choices. And this is what we are given. We are given the choice. Now, free will is with us, right? But free will is given to us based on the ways how we have used in the past. The extent will vary here. For example, if there is a horse tied up, right, with a rope. Now, suppose there is a horse tied up and he is very violent in nature. So, he will be tied up with very tight and short rope. Similarly, if a horse is very friendly, he will be tied up with a long rope so that he can gaze here and there. So here there are different ropes, different circumstances, right, given to them. But under the radius of the circle, they have the choice. Either we can either we can just either the horse could be injured or it could gaze the grass, gaze the field to have. So to summarize it, I just want to say that whether it's God's will, whether it's our past karma, or whether it's because of three moods, the framework is decided by our past actions, by our karmas, but the freedom is still there. It is not taken away. So the framework which is being decided, which is being given shape, it's beyond our control. But the freedom inside that framework is still with us. So always try to make wise choices so that you may it may will increase the scope of your framework. I hope you all got me what I was trying to say, that whatever due to your past actions, your God will modes, you there is a framework, there is a like the outer circle which has been decided that yes, this will happen for you because of your past karmas, your past ways of how you used your free will in the past. So the framework has been decided, but how you will perform under this framework, this freedom is still with yours, is left with you. So try to use this freedom wisely. If you will use this freedom wisely, it will also enhance and open the more ways for that framework. You will try to get more opportunities. And how you can just enhance it, try to stay more in the contact of goodness. This will widen your opportunities. So if now one will ask it, how can we just rise above these three modes? How we can transcend all these three modes? Because simple, you don't, I think after listening this session, one, you have understood that yeah, if I was sleeping too much, if I was having addictions or intoxications, I was in the mode of ignorance. Okay, so it was just influencing me, it was, I was being conditioned to it. Now so you don't want it, right? Because actually the mode of ignorance has been objected to the purpose, but it has the capacity to do the work. Person in the ignorance has the capacity to do the work, but it is not doing any work. It makes no endeavor, it makes no any effort. So obviously you don't want to be in it. Now the mode of passion, you will feel energetic, you will feel good, you want to do more and more work, but you will never be satisfied with the position you have acquired. If you have acquired some position now, you will still not feel happy. And if you're not feeling happy, just have a click in this mind that you will click that yeah, I'm in the mode of passion, that's why I'm not feeling happy. So and you will, it will elevate to more and more and more. So obviously this is also not good. Coming to the mode of goodness, sense of well-being, happiness, good life, satisfactory life, it's good, it will lead to the transcendental mode. This is something you should be in. And but beware also in it also, don't get tricked by the this sense. Don't stick here that yeah, I'm feeling good, this is good, I want to stay here forever. No, you also have to cross this. Now you have to cross all these three transcend. If you want to be serious, you have to transcend all these three modes without getting into the implications of the material body. What Lord Krishna says, that if a person, if a soul, if eternal living entity will pay transcendental devotional services to the Lord, to the Supreme Master, to the perfect spiritual master, he will not only gain knowledge and wisdom, but that person will also uh, destroy the past karma's reactions, and you will also not create more other karma's reactions. Then you can transcend all these three modes, and then you will lead to the spiritual world. Right? Now I have just told you everything that to summarize it, there are three modes, right? Um, First of all, the body is made up of the five basic elements, right? That from five basic elements, we develop body and organs. From that body organs, there are five sense organs through which it forms senses. And through senses, we perceive the external world in the form of energy. And this energy comes us in the form of that three modes. And these three modes are the of material nature, which we perceive, which we become influenced. But which are that three modes? Goodness, passion, and ignorance. In the goodness, you feel satisfied doing good work, and try to stay more in the contact of goodness. In the passion, you feel energetic, good, but you become greedy afterwards. Coming to the third one, the mode of ignorance, we feel lazy. Now, a person have all the three modes, but what you have to do, you have to take out. If you ask me the higher state, it will be coming to the contact, even transcending all the modes, because state coming to the point of transcendental mode. In Bhagavad, you learn that here I am up to this point. There are three courses of action, and where I have to go, which I have to choose. That choice is with you. So, first of all, the higher state would be transcending all the three modes. But how we can improve that? You can come more in the context of goodness. But I'm not saying that all other modes, you will not have anything of other modes. What you can do is, you will all have all the three modes around you or within you, right? Now take out that thing which is necessary and up to which level it is required. Means in the goodness, you make the after when you follow a trend, then if you don't use your intelligence, then you are in the mode of passion. But if you will use your intelligence and you also make the right choice, you are in the mode of goodness. But if you don't follow, you don't have intelligence, and you make a wrong choice, then you are in the mode of ignorance. Raj- Tamas gun. So try to gain more knowledge about it. So but you should better know that which item, which activity you should take out and when. Suppose anger, intolerant anger is something in the mood of ignorance, or let it say sleeping more than it's required. So if you are having anger, so it is a part, but you should, if you will just evaluate yourself by paying devotional services, you will even try to control this, and you will uh, be in the sense of goodness, the mode of goodness. You will start having it if you will if you will just follow the devotional services, you will pay tribute to the Lord. But till now, if you're not able to do exactly that, then what try to do is, try to just evaluate yourself in which mode you are, try to reduce the things or increase the goodness, and also try to use the things in the required manner. For having anger, then use where it is required, not unnecessary. And eventually, gradually, you will learn that even anger is also not required. So at the beginner, at the starting level, you should evaluate yourself that in which mode you are, and then understanding that yes, uh, I should not do this, I should do this. And how you can do this, how you can understand that, how to transcend, by paying devotional services. Now, how you can do transcendental devotional services? Doing bhajan, kirtan, making garland, offering food to the Lord, listening music, dancing for Lord, meditating, chanting. The main thing is chanting. Start chanting, and gradually you will able to overcome and these all three moods. First of all, gradually you will understand yourself. Yes, yes, I was doing this thing wrong. I was doing this thing wrong, and at one level you might be able to cross all this by doing devotional services. So this is how you can get above that. It is mentioned in scripture Bhagavad Gita that one can transcend all the three modes, unfailing in all circumstances, by paying tribute to, by doing devotional services. Then you can come up to the level of Brahman, right? So you have understand whole of the concept, that why it is necessary, how you can do this, how you can just understand the things we are doing which were not wrong, which were wrong right now till yet, but now you have got a way to improve it. Now, as we have understood whole of the concept, I'll just, okay, I'll tell you a story over it. One day, Narad Muni went to a forest. There, he saw that animals like deer, rabbit, they are being hunted in such a way that they are not dying, but they are lying in pain. So he started to try to find the hunter, because and he saw that there is a hunter standing behind the tree. When he moved further, he saw what he was doing. The hunter was shooting with the arrow, uh, shooting the arrow, and what he was doing, that he was shooting in such a way that the animals were not getting killed properly, but they were like lying with her with hurt and pain. Now Narad Muni come forward to him and asked the hunter that what are you doing and why you are doing, like. So he said that the hunter said that I am just killing the animals because my father told me to father just taught me like this, that it gives so pleasure looking at them and they are just being in pain. Now what Narad Muni did, he asked him that kill those animals. Now the hunter looked at him, looked at Narad Muni, and he was shocked that he has never maintained. Mostly if you will meet a saint, what he will say, don't do this is wrong, stop it. But what Narad Muni, he was very compassionate, what he did, he said kill them. Now he was very curious that he first time he met such a saint, that who is not giving saying these things, but saying to kill them, he's not asking to save. So he was very curious. He first time he met such a person, such a saint. So in curiosity, he asked that, why are you saying this to me? That why are you asking me to kill? Now Narad Muni said that if you will, it is like, see, every action has an equal and corresponding reaction, right? Whatever your karmas you are doing, you are generating, it will have a reaction one day, one time. Whether you're doing it in this, whether you're doing, whether you will, you might get the results, whether after 2 days, after 2 months, 2 years, or after 2 decades, or in that after two cycles, maybe after two uh, births, though janam, maybe you will get after that. So it is not destined that you will get it here. You might get it anytime. Now it is definite that if he is just hunting, he is doing a bad karma. It is for sure that he is gonna have to repeat. Now what Narad Muni was trying to say, that if you are gonna kill the animals, you are generating a bad karma. You will be made an animal in the next birth, and you will be killed in the same way too. But if you will keep making them lying in the pain, it will give you it will generate 4 times bad karma. So at least Narad Muni was helping him. He was trying to reduce the reaction, the consequences of it. So he was asking that instead of that you are gonna do it, the karma is gonna be generated. Then instead of getting that thing that you get that much of level of pain, I am just trying to reduce it. I am trying to reduce the consequences, kill them properly. It will be generated. Now he felt that first time he heard that somebody was thinking about him, that he felt very good. And he just asked and prayed to Narad Muni that first time I've seen such a saint who is saying me like these type of things, who is thinking about me. Please tell me, please take me under your shelter and tell me what to do. And I want to be under you. Please take me under your guidance. Now, what Narad Muni said, that uh, first of all, stop all this killing, okay? Good. Whatever get till, just distribute into the in the village to the villagers, and take you and your wife to some other place in the jungle, in the forest, and create a cottage, and there just try to do the chanting. Now the hunter said, okay, I will just go and distribute my wealth to the villagers. I will even go and make a cottage, but where I will get the food, what I will do? So he Narad Muni said, now just wait and watch what will happen. Just do this, you will automatically, the Lord will serve. He followed the same. he went to his that place where he was residing, distributed all the wealth to the villagers. Then he took his wife along with him and just made a cottage in the jungle. There they both lived, and they always do chanting and do the puja, like a tulsi puja. And the tulsi was being kept as per the directions given by the Narad Muni. So they used to chant, and they don't have anything to eat. Now, in one day, all of the village came to know that there is a person who was hunter before, and now he is just chanting. That, see, the aura of that chanting. When you chant, na, the positive energy just spread like a, it is contagious. So now, in one day, in one single day, all of the villagers came to know that he's chanting a lot. There is somebody who was a hunter, and now he's chanting a lot and a lot. So there is so much positive energy. Let's go and visit. So on the first day, few of the villagers went there, and because you when you used to visit a saint, because now he becomes a saint, right? So you don't go empty-handed. So what they do, they took few things, fruit, vegetable, and went to pay a visit to it, because he was a holy man who was paying full devotional services to the Lord. Now he was not thinking about that what he will eat, what he will get it. He was okay. Now people used to take a lot of fruits, vegetables, and everything with them. Now what they both do is they just take only that much which is required, and the else they just ask them to take it with you. Now every day people used to visit and give them a lot of things, that curd, milk, butter, everything, every daily essentials, and they only take that much which is required. And now they just give them back which is not required. So one day, Narad Muni was passing by with Parvat Muni. Like there is a sun, this Surya, it's Suraj Mani, so it's a Parvat, mountains of Parvat Muni. So he was going away with him, and suddenly he just got his eyes to that cottage, and he just asked Parvat Muni that my disciple resides here. Let's go and meet him. So Narad Muni came down with Parvat Muni, and they both just when they just came down, and that disciple, that hunter, when he came to know that my guru, my master is standing there, he immediately run out of the cottage to pay to bow down in front of me to pay his respect towards its guru. But when he was running, he immediately stopped by, and what he saw in the bottom, in the ground, there were few ants that were passing by. He stopped there, sat down, and with a piece of cloth, he gently just pushed that ants away from him, so that he may get the way, and that ants also don't get hurt. And now Parvat Muni asked Narad Muni, isn't he your dad disciple who was once killing the animals for his pleasure, and now he is not even letting a small ant to get hurt? And Narad Muni said, yes, this is my dad disciple. So now he bowed down in front of Narad Muni and asked Narad Muni that, oh my lord, please don't send so much food. Please send us only food that much is required. So what we have learned is he was in the mood of ignorance. He was killing animals for his pleasure. These both are very bad. This passion and ignorance. They have so much of strong desires. Ignorance is a very strong one. Will take you, but now he was killing animals. What for? Just for pleasure. Now what did he do? After paying tribute to the Lord, after doing transcendental devotional services for the Lord and Lord Goddess, what happened? He even came into the contact of goodness. And eventually one day he will also get in the transcendental. So this was the story where you came to know that how doing devotional services help a person to move from that mode to that, and you will he now is feeling satisfied, happy, he is getting everything. But I'll also want to explain more about it, that even don't get into that sense. Don't even that stick there also. Even you have to rise above that. This is the true purpose of your soul, the liberation. You have to rise above also. You have to transcend all the three modes. For that, you have to just have such that much of knowledge, and also pay devotional services. This all can be done by the with the grace of master. It's the Lord Krishna that make you remember. It's that Lord Krishna who says, I make you remember, I make you forget. So try to find a perfect master who will, if you can get knowledge by reading scriptures, by having everything. But how to use that knowledge? That only perfect master can tell you, can guide you, can mentor you. Try to stay more in the contact of goodness with the sons, with monks. Try to be, try to do things out of duty. Selfless. Do selfless devotion. If you really want to have the nectar of it, na, of nectar of that level, trust me. Just try to give everything once, and slowly, gradually try to stay come in the contact of goodness. Then you will feel that satisfaction. Just try to be, even in the Bhagavad Gita it is told that a true devotee is one who stay constant in all of the moods, whether there is happiness, whether there is sadness. You have to stay constant. You have to even cross this mode also. So firstly, try to evaluate yourself. Try to just cut down these into these three modes. Try to get yourself into this, and then after that, when you will come into the contact of goodness, also don't try to stick there. You have to cross that one also by paying devotional services, by chanting, by meditating, doing kirtan, listening bhajans, dancing. There are many ways. You can, if you have made a food, you can just give it to first offer it to offering a food to the Lord, making garland, फूलों की माला for the Lord. And if you are unable to do such things now, just try to, what you should try to do is that you can surrender your every activity. Just surrender your every activity and bow down in front of God if you're doing any of the activity. But remember, if you are aware about the activity that it's good, and if you will bow down, it will give you results in the magnificent ways. If you know that activity is not good, and if you're still surrendering, then it will be of no use, because inside you your soul know that it is not a good activity. So surrendering before doing any bad activity will not help you. But if you're confused that you don't know whether your activity is good or wrong, then you can surrender also. Then you will also have great results. So this word surrender is not a very small word. It has a very it has a very great significance. Surrendering means you are just giving away everything. You are just निछावर कर देना. मतलब means you are leaving everything to the Lord. This is how the soul should be. Pure, free from all the desires, all the things. You are not happy. If you are getting happiness, you are still constant. If you are feeling sad, you are still constant. If you are feeling happy, be grateful to the God. It's happening because of God. If you are sad, also surrender it to God by saying it might be our wish, considering it's to be God's will. That might my God wants it in that way. When you will achieve such sense, when you will come to that level, now, after that you will feel satisfied. Then you will have that sense that how the that the higher the people with a higher state, higher consciousness are feeling about it, how they are gaining about it, how they are having such, so how they are so satisfied, why they don't have any issues. Like you can get a perfect master. For example, our master, uh, for example, my master, Sant Lochan Darshan Das, he is a saint. For me, he is in the transcendental, beyond from all this, free from all. He's so satisfied. He's a perfect master for me. So now understand yourself where you are standing. You have got a very good indicators here. This I hope this session will help you to understand that this topic was so neglected, but it's so useful and so connected with your daily life. Now, if you will do any of the activity, any of the work, just remember in which stage, in which mode you are doing, and immediately take out of it. Take yourself out of it. And at every step, gradually learn that, yeah, this could be done in that way. It could be done in that way of more goodness. I'm not saying to don't live your materialistic word, but for example, if you are having a systematic routine, you're in the mode of goodness. You're doing everything. Everything is perfect in routine, systematic, in order. In passion, you will be in hurry. You will be doing work, but you will be so in hurry. Let's do this. And in ignorance, you will not have to work. I gave you an example of charity also. If you want an example of us for a small kid, suppose a kid studying in school, you should try to gain knowledge, but in the mode of goodness, try to help others also. In the mode of passion, you will not think about others. You will only think about yourself. You will be so selfish. And in the mode of ignorance, you are so lazy, you don't want to study. So these are the activities which are happening in our daily life. By through this, you will can evaluate. But let me tell you, first of all, if anybody of here listening this, whoever's who are listening this, whoever's who are there in this here panel, you are still much far better from others because your soul has at least that much of purity to receive such knowledge. Otherwise, you are having the choice here to attend or not to attend, to watch this video, not to watch this video. But still, your soul has gained that much of devotion either in this birth or in the previous birth, that you are able to hear this session. You are able to get this knowledge. So it's a great thing. Your soul is at least up to that power level that you are able to receive this, because this is so heavy for some people that people don't think consider them to be here sitting here. It's not easy for everyone to be here and listen these things. These might sound heavy for few people, boring for few people, time waste for few people. This is how the things are. So never worry and try to do more and more good things, and eventually you will understand that why there is so much satisfaction in this mode. This was my personal experience that I shared today, and seriously, whenever I just stay in touch, in contact with my guru, with my master, I seriously had, I seriously, my soul developed a sense of happiness, well being. I want myself to be much better, more better and better. Not in that way of the greediness, but just I understand it what I need to do. You will learn it by yourself. So try it out by yourself once and evaluate yourself in these into these three modes of the nature, and just try to be in the stay in the contact of goodness more and more, so that your mind don't deviate you from your right path, from your right purpose, which is spiritual liberation. I hope I make my points very clear to everyone, what we need to do, what are under these three modes, and how we can do it. Now, I'd like to end my session here, and I'd like to ask people here if they have any questions, any doubts regarding any of the thing. Feel free to ask.
Ma'am, do our past karmas also decide that we would be in which mood?
The past karmas, okay, I have the question here. The past, that do the past karmas decide with our mood? The past karmas, because you were given a free will in the past, right? Now, you might have used your free will in the past in some way. The modes, the either the God's will, your past karma, or the three modes, all these are three. They might decide the framework, that the scope, daira, at what level the things will be around you. They decide the framework, that according to your deeds, according to your past action, the framework will be this for this person. But the choice is inside that, still with us. So always try to make stay in contact with the good people. Then you will be able, if you will stay in contact with good people and under the perfect master, you will make wise choices, and with that wise choices, the opportunities, the framework will widen up, it will increase the chances. So your present karmas, that the choices which I was telling about, it will help you to enlarge it. But yes, the modes, the past decide the framework, the scope, the gambit of it. I hope you are satisfied.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Anybody else having any question about the basic routines? Well, I am although I have made every point in a very subtle manner that you may understand that, but still, if you are having any question, please ask me.
Ma'am, one more question from my side.
Yeah, please.
Can you please repeat the kind of dosh which you told in earlier in the starting?
Okay.
Dosh, kind of dosh.
Three dosh. They are psychologically called in the psychologically they correspond to three gun. The three dosh are the three gun, which are sattvic gun, rajasic gun, tamasic gun. Goodness, passion, ignorance. If you are asking me the three dosh from the Panch Mahabhut, from that basic elements of nature, then these are vat dosh, which is made of air and space, which corresponds to the mode of passion. Then the Pitta dosh, fire and water, which correspond to the mode of goodness, and the uh, Kaf dosh from the water and earth, relates to the ignorance mode. They're also related in somewhat uh, in that way. They also have their characteristics, and how we you can even if you will study deeply about all these three doshs, what pith and kaf, you will understand more about things in your daily life routine, about the thing. One more thing I want to add that I have missed in my session today, uh, that even your day, the full day you live, is also divided in these three modes. How? uh, Before I start, are you clear with the answer? Did you get the three dosh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Okay, okay. Now, one thing that I was left with, the day is also divided into three modes. In the morning, in the Brahm Muhurat, it is the mode of goodness. You feel peace at that time. You feel satisfied. You remember more of the things. And in the full day, it is the mode of passion. You are in a hurry, doing your 9 to 5 job, this. And at the night, the mode of ignorance is strong. Have you ever seen a bar opening at morning the 4:30? No. These people usually have their time at during the night. But you must have seen the temples, the masjids, all the sacred places. They are opening the gates. They are open at the time of Brahm Muhurat, at the morning time, dawn time. Because at that time, the mode of goodness is higher. That's why it is said to wake up early. You will remember more things. You will feel peace. You will be satisfied. You will memorize the things much better. So this is how the day is also divided into these three modes. Anybody else having any question? No, any questions? Perfect. So I guess I make my lecture, my session delivered to you people very clearly in a very easy manner so that you may all understand and evaluate the things about yourself, that in which mode you are and how to get out of it. Just remember to chant the name of the Lord. At least try to give few minutes in a day towards devotional services in any form. And if you are unable to do, just surrender your every activity before doing any activity. This is the basic thing we people forget. So even when I just started the session, we had done chanting. It will help in the growth, in the welfare of the soul. We pay respect to the Lord because He gives us credit in everything. So just try to chant more and more. Be consistent, understand it, that it's very important, and just try to come once at this level. Then you will understand that why the mode of goodness is much better and on the number one position from the others, from others too. When you will feel it, when you will experience it, then you will understand what I was trying to say here today in the session. So I would, I guess there are no more questions. Everyone is clear. And I like to end up the session today. So, everyone, just close your eyes and chant the name of the Lord in which you believe. Nanak naam chaddi kala, tere pani sarbatta pal.
Sarvata.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, ma'am.